Hi everyone, welcome to third video module. So in this third video module, we are going to understand meaning and definition of human resource management. So the last two video modules, it was to give a kind of base for human resource management in tourism and travel industry. For that, we have discussed in general the industry characteristics and how industry looks at human resources and human resource challenges in tourism and travel industry, and more specifically we also discussed human resource in service sector. So how you look at human resources in service sector in terms of the capital, the human capital, and conversion human capital as intellectual capital while involving human resources in the business of service industry as its main stream resource. In all these aspects, you understood the essence of human resources in tourism and travel industry. So let us further understand the human resources from the various definitions and then description of the meaning of human resources from different sources. So this particular module is all about to learn the basic concepts of human resources management, which includes meaning, definition, and various aspects of the human resource management as a concept. So, in this direction, let us just look at the key assumptions that are there in the tourism and the travel industry. So, if you just look at the employees are the most important assets of the organizations of service sector, the quality and effectiveness of the organization is determined by the quality of the people that are employed. So in service sector, the organization the achievement or a success as it depends on the quality of people, and success for most organization depends on the finding the employees with the skills to successfully perform the tasks required to attain the company strategic goals. So here as a whole, the main aspect of the human resource and service sector is the quality of the service or quality of the organizational activities in terms of their effectiveness is purely depends on the quality of the people who are actually employed in the organizations. And at the same time, if you look at the organization, so it is mainly depends on the employees, the skills, and for its the success purely depends on the employees' abilities and capabilities. So if you just see the human resource management, and it has been described in a different way. Sometimes it is called personnel management, sometimes human resource management, people management, labor relations management, and labor administration, knowledge management, competency management, and so on. So we have there are so many the concepts that are they used to describe human resources in the organizations. So in that context, let us now look at the key issues that are there in this the title, human resources management. If you just look at the human, it is something the different from other living things, and it is unique in thinking process, interpretation, emotions, expressions, and then all these. So the human being has all these unique features among other living things. So the human, in the sense, it is something a living, thinking element, it has got very thinking process. Its memory is there, and then analysis is there, interpretation is there, and recollection of the past is there, and then imagination is there, and then expression of various emotions are there. All these are the features of human resources. So when you look at the human, the resource, no, from the resource perspective, useful, make something out of it, skills, knowledge, abilities, and capabilities. So the human is something, is a thinking element, and the resource in the sense it is something useful and then make something out of it. It's all about the skill, knowledge, abilities, and then capabilities, right? And the another important dimension here is personnel. So the personnel in the sense of staff who are working with no, the common premises, within the common premises. So they are called personnel. Personnel means it's a staff who are working within the specified boundaries, and then within the common the premises are in place, right? So the management in the sense the process of effectively completing activities with are the through people. So that is management. So here you can see that it is all about managing human resources. So we are managing the human skills, knowledge, and competencies effectively no, for the organizational purpose. So these are the three important things: human resource management, as far as their meaning is concerned. So if you just look at the, in a continuation to this, the clearly understanding what is what. So Sumantra Ghoshal considered human resources as a human capital, and it has the categories. So you can see that the human capital has the three important elements like intellectual capital consists of specialized knowledge and tactical knowledge and skills, cognitive the complexity, and then learning the capacity. And then whereas social capital is consists of networking relations and sociability, and then trustworthiness. And then emotional capital is consistent of the self-confidence and ambitions and courage, risk-bearing ability, and then resilience. So these are the other important aspects and described about the human no, the human resources by Sumanta Ghoshal, who was no, the first dean of Indian School of Business, Hyderabad. So he worked in abroad as one of the management gurus. Very popular. The professor of management across the globe, right? So that is what Sumanta Ghoshal described about the human resources. When you look at the definition, no, the definitions, of course, there are many. So you can see that the definitions are there in each and every textbook. But if you look at most important, the definition that is there in 1985, Walton defined the human resource management as it is the process of stresses mutually between the employer and employees in following ways like mutual goals, mutual influence, mutual respect, mutual rewards, and mutual responsibility. So it is something like mutuality. It is a relationship between human employer and employees, right? So the employer is offering employment, and employees are accepting employment on certain terms and conditions. So there is exchange of remuneration between these two, employer and employees. So the dealing with all these, no, it is something called human resource management as per Walton. And further, human resource management can be defined as a process of procuring, developing, and maintaining the competent resources in the organization so that the goals of an organization are achieved in an effective and efficient manner. In other words, human resource management is an art of managing people at work in such a manner that they give best to the organizations. So it is something related to handling people and then dealing with the people and managing the emotions and then their satisfaction and then their feelings and trying to get as much as possible for the organizational purpose that in terms of achieving organizational goals. If we just look at the further, human resources are the whole consistent of the interrelated, interdependent, and interacting the psychological, sociological, and then ethical the component. So this is the Michael J. Jusius described about human resources. It is something when you look at the human resources, the intellect, psyche, the social, and ethical. So when you are dealing and then managing people, it is so sensitive, and one has to look at many the dimensions of the human being. So according to the British Institute of the Personal Management, the personal management can be defined as that of the management which is considered with the people at work and then with the relationship within the organization. So that is personal management because So in old context, it was called as a personal management, and in the new context, we can see that so human resource management. So it is all about dealing with the people at workplace and then relations with the organizations. So, according to American the Management Association, so it is actually human resource management is that of the field of management which has to do with the planning, organizing, and controlling various operational functions of procurement, development, maintenance, and then utilizing the workforce in order that the objectives of which the company is established are attained and effectively and then economically the possible. So that is the main the purpose of human resources in the organizations. And the second thing is the objective of all levels of the personnel are served to the highest degree, and then the objective of the community are duly considered and then served. So it is something very broad and then elaborate definitions given by the American Management Association. It is something related to say like a planning, organizing, controlling, and operating functions of the procuring, developing, and the maintenance. It is something the definition is very close to Edwin Flippo's the definition, of course, that I will be introducing the next slide. So it is something related to organization and then the people and then their relations, right? And then if you just look at according to Edwin B. Flippo, as I was mentioning, personal management is the planning, organizing, directing, and the controlling of the procurement, development, resources to the end that individuals and then social objectives are accomplished, right? This definition reveals that the personal management is that aspect of management which deals with the planning, organizing, directing, and then controlling the personal functions of the enterprise or organizations. So here human resource management is concerned with the policies and then the practice that ensures the best use of the human resources for the utilization and then fulfillment of the organizational and then individual goals. So this is so what actually Edwin Flippo defined about human resource management. So when you look at the human resource management, there are two important aspects like hard and then soft human resource management. Hard in the sense is something very instrumental HR approach, and employees are viewed as the passive factor of production and expense. So employees can be easily replaced and then seen as a disposable items, and then strategic the quantitative aspect of managing human resource management as an economic factor. So this is something related to hard because here the human resources are a supportive system, and then so there the technology and the machines and material gets the more priority. So there you can see that the human element is just only operating and supporting in the organizations. Whereas if you look at the soft humanistic human resource management approach, where the stress active employees participation and then gain employees commitment, adaptability, and then contribution of their competencies to achieve the organizational goals. Employees are valued as assets and then emphasizing communication, motivation, and then leadership. So here, so this soft human resource management approach is more the close to the service sector where we deal the people very sensitive the manner because without their involvement, without their support, without their contribution, nothing can be moved in the service sector. That is the soft approach. So whereas the hard approach is like a manufacturing industry where the people are a little bit ignored and then negligible. So there you can see that the main emphasis is on technology, the technical process, the machines and the material. So human element is there only supportive. But here in the soft approach in the service sector where the human resource and their the capitals, human capital in terms of social capital, then intellectual capital, and then so all these capitals are mainstreams for the conducting business in the service industry. So these are the two important approaches. When you look at the hard and then soft human resource management, like the Stories 1985 has distinguished between hard and soft forms of human resource management, typically by the Michigan and then Harvard models of models of these human resource management. So if you just look at the Michigan, that is a hard approach, and then the a Harvard approach is called a soft approach that we have already described in the previous slide, right? If you just look at these two approaches, like the HR HRM, the focus on the resources set that HR, and it emphasizes cost in the form of headcount, and then the place control firmly in the hands of management, So the role is managing the number of effectively and then keeping the workforce closely matched with the requirements in terms of both bodies and then the behavior. So that is the hard approach. Whereas the soft approach is something related to the stresses the human aspect of HR. So this is the human aspect of HR, and then the hard is like focus on the resources side of HR. So the human side is its concern are with the communication and the motivation, and the people are led rather than managed. So leading the people is the soft approach, and managing people is the hard approach. Right? You can see the difference between the leading people and then managing people. So the people are led rather than the managed. So they are involved in the determining and then realizing the strategic objectives of the organization. So it is that depends on the human resources. That is the mainstream. So with this, let me just try to conclude this video module, and this is all about the meaning and then the definitions of human resource management from the different perspectives that may be American Association of Management, or even Edwin B. Filippo or Walton. So like you can see very important definitions that are there for human resource management to understand what is it all about in the organizations. So with this, let me thank you, and then looking forward to meet you in the video 4.